Tonight on News 5 Live, a trial date for El Mernaz triple murder case is still up in the air due to unfulfilled court orders. Meanwhile, a 20-year-old from La Democracia is acquitted of murder, but remains in remand for firearm offenses. News 5 continues to dig into the alleged shady dealings at Caribe Blue Casino. And don't call it a third party just yet. But the Belizeans' justice movement is stepping into the political arena. These stories and more are coming up in just 1 minute.
Lain ka ba, Elmer Shua? Ay yun jik ahelak sa kopal tree lodge. Kerunik ahelan ay lain sa kopal. Kakui bartending kakui an kerunik mano lain. Lain ni usara Belize Bank mobile app. Hanak na usara uta ana ATM. Uting card. Araw kay balbas. Changkiron sa usara ut kulore na notification chira phone na mensajes. Araw ta na kulore. Tak kala harup chitumin sa usara. Ut araw ta naw nak sa chabilok wang gatumin.
We'll name you 100 reasons to step back. But when you achieve your goal, they will follow you. Gorilla, make some noise.
This newscast is brought to you by the Belize Bank Limited. Our country, your bank.
Good evening and welcome to News 5 Live for Wednesday, November 13th. I am Sabrina Daly. Accused triple murderer 40-year-old Elmer Na was back in court today. Na is charged with the execution-style murders of 3 members of the Ramnare's family in Belmopan during a horrific shooting in December of 2022. A trial date still hasn't been set because certain orders from the presiding judge, Justice Nigel Pilgrim, haven't been followed. So today was more of a housekeeping session. Na appeared virtually, represented by senior counsel Godfrey Smith. At the last hearing, which is still in the preliminary case management stage, Justice Pilgrim ordered all parties to file their applications by November 1st. However, the prosecution has not complied. In court, Smith listed several items he requested from the Crown but hasn't received, including Na's cell phone, a headlight, flashlight, an SD card, and a body cam, and video footage from the night of the murders. When Justice Pilgrim asked the prosecution why these items weren't accessible, they initially said they were still being investigated. The defense also wants access to an interview given to the media by the Commissioner of Police, but the Crown claimed they didn't understand what the compol meant in his statement. Justice Pilgrim emphasized that the Crown has a duty to provide the court with this information. We spoke with Attorney Smith after the hearing.
We're at a very preliminary stage. We're still at the disclosure stage. We're trying to prepare our defense as fully and comprehensively as possible. We have been trying to get a list of crucial matters, access to them from the Crown, from the state, and have not been very successful in doing so. You would have heard the judge say today that he was not impressed with the Crown's responses and explanations as to why the defense has not been so providing, and he set a further date. Well, he asked that by the end of the month, by the 29th November, these things be provided, so we look forward to receiving them.
Tonight, 20-year-old Paul Smith Jr. is free of a murder charge. Smith was accused of the April 2022 murder of 19-year-old Tyreek August in La Democracia village. Today, he learned from Justice Derek Sylvester that the Crown is dropping the case against him with a nolle prosequi. Justice Sylvester asked Smith about his plans at such a young age. He also noted that Smith was a juvenile when he was accused, arrested, and charged for the 2022 murder, and questioned how he will adjust to life after spending over 2 years on remand at the Belize Central Prison. Smith shared that he plans to join the Belize Defense Force and be a positive role model for his younger sister and support his family. However, Smith also faces 2 gun-related charges for possessing an unlicensed firearm and ammunition while on bail for the murder. He violated his high court bail conditions, which stated he shouldn't be arrested and charged with any other offenses while out on bail. Smith's bail hearing for these charges is set for Friday, and he remains on remand at the Belize Central Prison until he can secure bail for the pending gun and ammunition offenses. We also heard from Smith's attorney, Ronald Gonzalez.
The judge, like other judges I have seen, offered some kind of guidance to these young people that are before the court. In this particular case, he offered some kind of guidance to young Paul Smith to say that what happens from here in your life is dependent upon you. You have the power to make changes in your life at this point. You are now free from this case, and what happens after is your choice. That is some kind of guidance that I've seen come before these courts. Madam Justice Moore does the same kind of guidance to young people. Oftentimes, young persons are caught up in these cases, these offenses, and in truth, they need some kind of guidance moving forward.
On October 30th, the Northern Regional Hospital faced sharp criticism after a public officer accused its emergency team of neglecting his 11-year-old son's open gash. Just 14 days later, the hospital is under fire again. This time, the allegation is that a firefighter died after being denied treatment for a broken leg in a cast. Reports claim he sought help for discomfort but was sent home, only to be rushed back later when his condition worsened. He was then referred to KHMH, where he passed away. However, the hospital denies these claims, calling the social media report inaccurate. Regional Health Manager Feliz Rayburn told News 5 that the patient didn't have a broken leg but an injury and was treated and given home care instructions, which apparently weren't followed.
We have been made aware that there are certain Facebook posts circulating whereby they allege that further to the individual having a gangrene, they had fever, a broken leg, and I'm not sure where those information came from, but that's somewhat very erroneous. The patient had none of the above, and patient had other conditions that we tried to manage here, and we had to escalate it to KHMH for further management. And unfortunately, the individual passed away. The individual suffered an injury which was not an open wound, so the mere fact that it could have developed into an infection is not really logical. And the individual was being seen and does have a history in regards to the same complaint.
Rayburn clarified that the patient, who we later confirmed with the Orange Walk Fire Service, was not an active firefighter, but volunteer from years ago. He believes that whoever is spreading these false claims has a personal vendetta against the hospital. While this negative publicity isn't what they want, Rayburn emphasized that the hospital takes great pride in the quality of service they provide.
We pride ourselves in what we do here, and we definitely we try to guard our reputation. And the negative effects of misinformation on a professional institution is damning, especially when the information are coming from questionable characters. So just to remain diligent of getting the right information, and we also will remain diligent in executing our duties here. We definitely sit and have reviews after these incidents, because many of the time we can modify some of our policies and good practices which would mitigate these occurrences. So we definitely sit and review each of these.
News 5 checked with the Carl Huchner Memorial Hospital to find out what level of treatment, if any, they could render to the patient upon his arrival from Orange Walk. The response is that they are investigating the incident and have no further comment at this time. Coming up, Mayor says St. Thomas Street was decent before it was dug up.
I'm Ava.
And I'm Aiden.
We're your AI guides to all things NHI.
In this video, we will guide you on how to become an NHI member. You, and if you have a child, must have a Social Security card. To get an SSB card is easy. Visit socialsecurity.org.bz/card-replacement to view the required documents that are needed.
There is a fee of only $5 Belize for a first-time issue and $26 Belize for a replacement card. Newborns can use their mother's SSB card for up to 2 months.
With your SSB card, you and all family members can register at any NHI contracted clinic of your choice.
You and members of your family can now access health care when needed.
Please note that once you are registered with a clinic, you must go to that same clinic when you need medical care. Look out for more NHI guides like this.
Well, sir, I really did go through some stress with my barber. This man here, they push my hairline way back to the 90s.
Sure.
People, they call me BB Buck Farid now.
So I got a problem, right? I just do this photo shoot, and I want the best photo shoot. But somebody want me to post it up. I just tired of this, man.
And I want to tell her to catch me on my way. I stopped at the shop and tell the lady I want $5 tacos. You could imagine when you give me? No paper.
What the your problem?
Honestly, life good for me over here. I just upgraded to the Digi1 Elite. I have unlimited postpaid plans, Digi TV, free home phone, and the fastest home internet.
I going to upgrade mines now.
Belize, get ready. In your kitchen, Belize Edition is bringing you simple, healthy, delicious meals made just for you. Join Chef Ainsley and our team of nutritionists as they show you how to turn local favorites into nutritious, tasty dishes. Plus, discover the amazing health benefits of everyday foods right from your kitchen. Catch the premiere on Channel 5 on November 18th at 7:30 p.m. And tune in every Monday after for healthier cooking that's easy and fun. Brought to you by the Ministry of Health and Wellness with support from Taiwan ICDF. Making healthy cooking a Belizean tradition.
I want to know. Family meetings about your energy consumption don't have to be scary. Small changes done every day can make a big difference.
And whatever we save, we could spend it on something fun.
Like ice cream.
A video game. Or even a family trip to the Keys. Talk to your family about energy management today. Do a little, conserve a lot. Need help? The BEL 24/7 app has tools to get you on the right track. Download today and let's talk energy management.
My name is Nayeli Yakab. I'm the coordinator of the Benke House of Culture Niche. Before the Belize Bank online service, I had to travel to San Ignacio because we don't have a branch, a Belize Bank branch in our community. Now with the service, I can conduct my transactions at the office, at the comfort of my home, just anywhere in the world. It has made my life much easier. I would recommend the Belize Bank digital services to everyone and anyone. It gives you back your time. It's highly reliable. It's available 24/7, and it just makes your life easier.
The People's Constitution Commission was supposed to submit its final report this week, but that's been delayed. Chairman Anthony Chanona requested a second extension to delve deeper into the review. Today, Minister of the Public Service, Henry Charles Usher, confirmed that the extension has been granted, but no additional funds will be provided. The Commission is working with a budget of $1.5 million and is tasked with delivering a report to the Prime Minister based on public consultations and recommendations for amending Belize's constitution.
The chairman, after meeting with the Commission, made a request to the Prime Minister for another extension. However, the legislation did not contemplate another extension, so we had to go to the House yesterday to introduce and to read through its 3 readings an amendment to the section dealing with the extension so that we could give one final extension, which was approved by the House. It needs now to be approved by the Senate, but that extension goes up to May of 2025 for the final report to be submitted to the Prime Minister. The chairman has advised the Prime Minister that he does not need any more money. All he's asking for is more time to have the stakeholders respond to the raw data and for them to put together the final report.
On Monday, we reported on the Belize City Council's ambitious $6 million plan to fix the damaged streets across the city. While this project is desperately needed, the council was initially unsure where the funding would come from. Despite this, work has already started. Repairs on St. Thomas Street, which has been in disrepair for about 8 months, are now underway thanks to a collaboration between Belize Telecommunications Limited, Belize Water Service, and the Ministry of Infrastructure Development and Housing. In an interview today, Mayor Bernard Wagner explained why the repairs took so long to begin.
That street was never to be rehabilitated. It was a decent street prior to it being dug up by BWS. It was a decent street. That was never in our plan to rehabilitate that street. We have people living in worse conditions than on St. Thomas Street at that point in time, and so we didn't even had that as a planned street to rehabilitate. But one of the utilities companies, brought on by certain elements, went out ahead without approval from us, dug the street up, and that is when it went into a real sort of state that was we had to now step in, and then we stepped in, and along with the BWS, DJ and MIDH, we were able to. It's a street that is being funded by the city. It's just that they are paying up front, and we offset over a period of 3 years. But at the end of the day, it's a street that is still being funded by the city, with the exception, of course, of MIDH, who really contributed close to $325,000 towards it.
So the utility companies are putting in roughly like
$325,000. Each company has committed to $325,000. Again, it's a sort of collaborative effort, but so as not to really bring any stresses on the council cash flow over a 1-year period. We said we'll spread it over a 3-year period instead.
What used to be known as the niche parking lot off Regent Street in downtown Belize City has been officially renamed the David Fonseca Parking Facility in honor of the city's first elected mayor. This parking lot is set to be a lifesaver, not just for everyday parking woes, but also for the busy holiday season, like the fast approaching Christmas. The facility is equipped with surveillance cameras, electric charging ports, and a scanning system for payments via prepaid parking cards or coins. It's expected to not only generate revenue for the Belize City Council, but also breathe new life into a part of the city that's been slowly fading. News 5's Marian Ali has the story.
The new William David Fonseca parking lot has officially replaced the old niche parking lot in downtown Belize City. Located between the court building and the Bliss Center for the Performing Arts off Regent Street, this facility cost the council just under $400,000. It can accommodate 34 vehicles at a time, providing much-needed safe parking in an area where it's been scarce. This is expected to revitalize activity in this part of the city.
It will enhance off-street parking in the downtown area. It's a safe area. It is manned by cameras, fully automated. All the sort of modern smart solutions are integrated into the system. People visiting areas all across the city. This is our urban setting, and they are always driving around looking for parking, safe parking areas. People have that appetite. Romax parking lot has been doing great in this area, and so this will enhance Romax. There is always need for more parking.
Present to unveil the plaque honoring the late Mayor David Fonseca was the Minister of the Public Service, Henry Charles Usher. Usher, a close friend of Fonseca, shared this special moment with Fonseca's wife, who is now serving on Usher's Fort George Committee.
It was an honor of mine to be here, to be a part of the opening ceremony for this parking lot, named in honor of William David Fonseca, a good friend of mine, a good friend of Fort George, a long-time supporter and committee member in the Fort George Division under the Right Honorable Said Musa, Ms. Yolanda Fonseca. His wife continues to be a committee member in Fort George.
Yolanda Fonseca drew attention to the significance of the area where the parking lot is located and pointed to the buildings and what they represent in an area she called the Freedom Zone.
Look at our justice system. Stands proud and tall, that stands against internal injustice and attacks from tyranny and those who want to come against our humble democracy. But it doesn't stop there. In my mind, this is a zone. This zone here is specifically a freedom zone. Just look at it. We have financial freedom. We have the banks. We have spiritual freedom. We have the church. We have good governance. Good governance is freedom beyond what you can really imagine. They've just established a statue of our national father, George Cadle Price.
Anyone who uses the parking lot will pay $3 an hour. Reporting for News 5, I'm Marian Ali.
Mayor Wagner expects the Belize City Council to recoup the money spent on the new parking lot within 2.5 years. He also highlighted the need for more parking lots around Belize City, seeing it as a great opportunity for the council to generate significant revenue. Wagner suggests that abandoned lots could be transformed into safe parking areas.
Based on our projections that we could earn revenues in the neighborhood of 4.5 per week. And so if you quantify that across a month, you're looking at close to 18,000, and over an year you're looking at close to 200,000 in revenue from this parking facility. If we do 10 of these all across the city, you could do the maths. But we need the collaboration with the Ministry of Natural Resources. We did an exercise where we identified 40 abandoned lots in the city, and we had sent that to the ministry to have them see how they could acquire those abandoned lots, to turn them from just being nuisance to society and turn them into productive spaces.
After the break, News 5 investigates Caribe Blue Casino in San Pedro Town. But first, here's the latest weather update from the Belize Met Service.
forward-thinking farmer ready to adopt climate-smart practices? The future of farming is resilient, sustainable, and profitable, and we're here to help you achieve just that. Whether cultivating half an acre or 200 acres, DFC offers affordable financing options and a matching grant up to $12,000 for Window 1 and up to $60,000 for Window 2 to help make your farm climate smart, withstand unpredictable weather patterns, and adapt practices that enhance productivity and efficiency. This program is ideal for farmers and cooperatives. Women farmers are highly encouraged to take advantage. Join us in creating a resilient and sustainable agricultural future for Belize. Apply now and take the next step towards a stronger, greener tomorrow.
My name is Clean Aranda. I am 11 years old and I go to Hattieville Government School. I think it was evening. My mom got out of her room and she shouted that I had won the essay competition. I felt excited that my school got a prize because my school needs it. I remember one morning waking up to the news that my cousin was in an accident. It was an uncertain and fearful situation until we learned that she was going to be okay. Unfortunately, not every family member is as lucky as we were. Many families lose loved ones to traffic accidents, and I cannot help but wonder how many accidents can be avoided if only people would keep their eyes on the road and mind on the drive. We are all humans, so what the driver misses, another passenger in the vehicle may catch just in time to save lives.
With Clean winning this competition, not only shows that Clean is a brilliant student, it also shows that the quality of education provided here at Hattieville Government School is exceptional. A big thank you to BL. The donation will be used to refurbish the computer lab. I believe it will enhance their learning capabilities and it will also better equip them for this technological world that we're now living in. Thank you to BL. Keep up the good work and encouraging students to read more, write more, and participate in competition. And also to note that BL does not only provide electricity, but that they also engage the communities in a lot of positive ways.
Are you looking for a career where success has vast potential? As an agent with RFNG Life Insurance, you'll be a part of a dynamic team that values ambition and hard work. Our agents enjoy numerous benefits, including flexible working hours, high earning potential, and thorough training programs. Why is becoming an agent important? Because you get to shape your future. You will help clients achieve their dreams, and in doing so, you'll achieve yours. Starting on your first day, you'll receive thorough training and continuous professional development. Our cutting-edge tools and resources will equip you to excel in the field. Achieving your goals as an agent is simple with our well-defined roadmap to success. We provide mentorship, performance incentive, and a vibrant community to help you stay motivated and on track. Our support network is second to none. You'll have access to experienced mentors, a collaborative team environment, and recognition programs that help you celebrate your milestones and achievements. Contact us today and become a part of something extraordinary. RFNG Life Insurance, your future, our commitment.
I'm connected. Yo.
I'm connected.
We're connected.
Create the perfect broadband bundle that fits your style with Smart Connect. With the Junior Bundle, get 50% off your national calls and up to 6 gigabytes of data at no extra cost. Get postpaid added on for an additional cost of only $25 with the Prime Bundle. Stay connected with unlimited smart-to-smart calls plus 6,300 megabytes of data and free international minutes. For the family, Get the Binge Watchers bundle with Netflix add-on for only $28.13 more. This bundle gives you 4 profiles with unlimited streaming on multiple devices. Visit a showroom near you to sign up and personalize your own bundle combination with Smart Connect. Smart, bringing people together.
Tonight, we're turning our attention back to a casino in San Pedro town. Last week, News 5 had an in-depth interview with Mayor Wally Nunez about allegations that up to 200 golf cart permits were issued to Caribe Blue Casino. This evening, we have video footage of the council's vehicle master list, which only shows the number of vehicles registered after permits are issued. Despite this, we accepted the mayor's invitation to document the list. As our investigation into Caribe Blue Casino deepens, News 5 now has video evidence showing the casino illegally operating an ATM that dispenses U.S. currency. News 5's Paul Lopez has the story.
In our last investigative report on Caribe Blue Casino in San Pedro, we grilled Mayor Wally Nunez about claims that the casino's owners were granted 200 golf cart permits. Issuing that many permits to a single establishment seems outrageous, and Mayor Nunez firmly denied the allegations.
Yeah, that is not a fact. Initially when, I didn't even know exactly when they changed ownership.
Today, the San Pedro Town Council gave News 5 a look at its vehicle master list, which shows a whopping 14,467 registered vehicles on the island. The mayor's aide mentioned that the list needs updating since some entries are inactive. We then searched for any vehicles registered to Caribe Blue Casino, and sure enough, we found results under Caribe Blue Limited. It turns out they have 20 golf carts registered and insured as of May 28, 2024.
The company applied for the renewal of some permits that they had, which was 20 golf carts, and that was approved even when Moneta was there, that they were to have those 20 golf carts as part of the resort.
It is important to note that the vehicle master list only shows how many vehicles are registered under a person or company, not how many permits were issued to them. Despite our visit to the San Pedro Town Council's traffic department, our recent trip to Caribe Blue Casino left us with more questions than answers. We discovered that numerous golf carts were being stored in a neighboring building the casino is developing. Video footage from early October shows golf carts neatly parked on the cramped first floor. However, today the same floor was almost empty, except for a few old gaming machines. A spokesperson for Caribe Blue Casino claimed that no golf carts were ever parked inside the building, but our initial video tells a different story. What's even more suspicious is that there's an ATM inside the casino dispensing U.S. currency. According to Exchange Control Regulations Act, you need an authorization from the central bank to deal in foreign currency. In a covert operation, someone used their card at the casino's ATM, entered their PIN, and within seconds, 2 U.S. bills popped out. News 5 has confirmed that Caribe Blue Casino does not have central bank authorization for this machine. The law states that anyone who does not comply with the Exchange Control Regulations Act can be fined or face jail time. Additionally, under the Payment Systems Act, you cannot operate an ATM without a license from the central bank, and that license must be clearly displayed inside the establishment. Tonight, many questions remain unanswered. Where does the U.S. currency for the ATM come from? Did the Gaming Control Board do its homework before giving Caribe Blue Casino its license to operate? And has there been any compliance check to ensure they're following regulations and anti-money laundering laws? We'll keep digging to find the answers. Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.
When we return, Belize's Miss Earth returns home after a month in the Philippines.
Remember, not all light bulbs are created equal. Our lighting department offers a wide assortment of light fixtures and accessories to suit your style. So stop in today and get the right illumination for your homecation. And don't forget your B-Box when you make a purchase. Benny's, quality and savings.
Upcoming enhancements to My Social Security. The new healthcare provider feature seamlessly connects healthcare providers, insured persons, and employers to facilitate the payment of sickness benefits. Here are the enhancements. Registered healthcare providers will create and submit online medical certificates using their healthcare provider accounts. Insured persons will receive a link to view the medical certificate to complete and submit their sickness benefit claim. And employers will receive an email notification of their employee's sickness claim. Also, the insured person and their employer will receive a copy of the claim decision letter after review. Healthcare providers, insured persons, and employers are encouraged to create a portal account to access and benefit from these new services on My Social Security at ssbportal.org.bz. My Social Security online portal. Social Security at your fingertips.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you've been waiting for. In this corner, we have the masters of limitless power and unbeatable connection. Pioneers of 4G LTE in Belize. It's the undefeated champion, Smart. And in the other corner, struggling to keep up, it's the other guy. Fight! Tired of getting blow after blow from a plan with the other guys? It's time to tap out and join the winning postpaid plan provider. Smart's postpaid plans are a total knockout to the competition, and they have once again powered up their postpaid plans. Sign up for one of Smart's boosted postpaid power plans today and experience the victory of superior service. Smart, bringing people together.
The Statistical Institute of Belize, in collaboration with UNICEF, informs the public that it will conduct the Multiple Indicator Cluster Survey starting August 26th for approximately 14 weeks. During the survey, trained interviewers will visit randomly selected households nationwide. Each field worker will wear a mint green t-shirt with the Mix 7 logo and an official photo identification card. We thank you for your participation. For more information on the Multiple Indicator Cluster Survey, call us at 822-2207. The Statistical Institute of Belize, providing Belize with quality, objective, and timely information.
Today's Cellular World Belize held an exciting live forum all about the latest in technology and the hurdles that come with it. Key speakers from Dell and Epson were on hand to share their industry know-how and explore new business opportunities in Belize. Earlier News 5's Brittany Gordon was at the conference to get the scoop on these hot topics. Here's her report.
Technology is moving at lightning speed. In just the past few years, tools like artificial intelligence have revolutionized the industry, pushing both consumers and technicians to keep up with the rapid changes. Cellular World Belize hosted a live forum today to dive into the ever-evolving tech landscape. The general manager of Cellular World shared more insights with us.
Besides us being the leading company in electronics, we decided to bring to Belize, both Dell and Epson. Why? One, Epson, who sells these printers and the eco tanks, which we are seeing and noting for our different in the education department, especially for families. You can purchase it at a much lower price, and the inks are much cheaper. And with Dell, we are a gold partner with Dell, and as such, what is happening for the future in the next era, and as you know, in artificial intelligence and cybersecurity, how can they partner with us? What is it that we can offer along with our products, laptops, computers, and all that? So this is for us to give awareness to the Belizeans, and once again, we want to take that lead, and we are doing so.
The forum was a collaboration between Cellular World, Epson, and Dell. At the forum, representatives delved into the big issues facing the tech industry and shared tips on how technicians can tackle these challenges head-on. Dell representative Byron Urbina explained what the key areas of concern were.
The main topics as, for example, cybersecurity. Belize, as the rest of the countries in the region, are facing a new era of cyber attacks, and the idea is to present how Dell is presenting the products and how Dell is helping to prevent that kind of attacks. And the second topic is artificial intelligence, how our products are bringing artificial intelligence in every aspect of the design of the product. From the hardware design, or even in the monitoring and intelligent monitoring, and help to the end user to be aware of the all AI power from Dell to the hardware.
The teams also brainstormed ways to grow their business and let Belizeans know about the variety of products they offer. Rashmi Ranmarine, Regional Accountant Manager at Epson, highlighted that Belize's consumer market is a perfect match for their products.
Epson is a Japanese company, and one of the key pillars of this Japanese company is to be more environmentally conscious, to reduce our carbon footprint by the year 2050. I've realized that in my research that Belize is very also environmentally conscious, and I think it's a great fit in terms of how we can support each other as two different entities in making Belizeans pursue a greener footprints in printing, So I thought it was just an exciting opportunity to be here and to show that side of Epson.
Cellular World employees will also be receiving training to strengthen the technical support they are able to offer to Belizeans.
We will have training programs for our employees, and we need to be ahead of the game. AI is real, cybersecurity is real, and unless we go and be at the forefront, then we cannot offer that to our customers if we are not trained ourselves. And as leaders in the electronics, in cybersecurity and all that we want to be, we have to do that first.
Brittany Gordon for News 5.
The International Miss Earth pageant has wrapped up, and Belize's own Morgan Miles is back home. This pageant gives young women a stage to voice their concerns about environmental and social issues. Today, News 5's Brittany Gordon caught up with Miles as she returned from the Philippines.
Today, I am proud to be both a farmer and an angler. I founded Fat Farmer, an organic chicken business that supplies pasture-raised whole chickens to health-conscious food stores, supermarkets, and hotels all over Belize.
When people think of pageantry, they often picture stunning dresses and high heels. But for those in the know, pageantry is all about having a platform. Every contestant vying for the Miss Earth 2024 crown is championing an important environmental cause. Today, Belize's own Morgan Miles returned from the Philippines after a month of competing.
I think one of the things that I definitely took over there was my heritage and my pride that I have for Belize. Belize is so culturally diverse, and there's just so much hidden jewels and hidden adventures and things that Belize has to offer. And so I took especially my advocacy, conservation, and sustainability over there, and I got to share that with everyone over there on the international stage, and that was just mind-blowing.
While the Miss Earth pageant might not have the same global fame as some other pageants, it champions equally important causes. contestants are all about promoting green living, sustainable development, and a cleaner future. Morgan Miles, Belize's representative, has always loved the outdoors, with hobbies like fishing and canoeing. She never saw herself as a pageant queen, but she stepped out of her comfort zone because she truly believes in the platform she represents.
My passion for the environment and sustainability and conservation has all really come together and kind of created one with the pageant, because me, by profession, I am a sustainable farmer. I own Fat Farmer, where I supply different health foods, restaurants and hotels with packaged whole chickens. And then I also stand for conservation in the fly fishing industry in Belize. So I really want to bring more awareness to these things and why there's a need for it, not only in Belize but worldwide.
Joining her on this incredible journey was Mia Page Miles, the director of the Miss Earth Belize pageant and Morgan's sister. She shared that one of the most rewarding parts of the experience was seeing her sister shine as her true self on an international stage.
So seeing Belize on an international stage, our small country of Belize represents itself very largely when we go abroad. So seeing Morgan, especially like both personally and professionally, seeing her on this stage, showing her advocacy was something that hit close to home, and I'm glad that we could have shared that with everybody.
Morgan's reign will last for a year, and during this time, the team hopes the Miss Earth pageant will keep growing and drawing more supporters. Even though she didn't win the coveted title, Morgan is determined to use her platform to inspire other young girls to get involved in conservation and believe they can be the change they want to see.
I think just being a role model now that I am is something that blows my mind, continues to blow my mind daily. I myself never thought that I would have been a pageant queen, but I really put myself out there, and I just want to encourage the younger generation, the youth, to be who you are, stand up for who you are. If you believe in conservation, sustainability, these are the things that we need to start portraying more. Bring out your inner personality, inner you, and just show off Belize to the best of your ability.
Brittany Gordon for News 5.
Tropical storm Sarah is brewing and could start moving westward next week. If it forms, it will be the 18th named storm of this Atlantic hurricane season. Right now it's expected to head towards the Gulf of Mexico, but we're still not sure how strong it'll get or its exact path. The National Emergency Management Organization is ready, and today Belize City Mayor Bernard Wagner mentioned that CEMO is also keeping a close eye on Sarah's progress and power.
Our City Emergency Management Organization works very closely with NEMO and the Met Office, and we are closely monitoring the track of this system here. But we stand ready as a city. We hope it never comes to fruition. We never want to be impacted by any hurricane or disaster, because the fact is that it really sets you back as a country, and especially as a municipality that has its own struggles.
Up next is the Belizeans' Justice Movement, a legitimate third party.
We all know about the phasing out of single-use plastics and the enactment of pollution from the plastics regulations. One of the key components in this regulation states that for an item to be considered biodegradable, it must consist of more than 50% of bio-based content. Here, you will find out how the Department of the Environment determines what items meet the criteria and what equipment is being used to guide that process.
Since 2019, the Department of the Environment has been working with CIFAS in doing microplastics. Through this project, CIFAS has donated 2 microscope Fourier transform infrared spectroscopy equipment to strengthen capacities on monitoring and enforcement to reduce marine litter and plastic pollution. The FTIR can be used to identify unknown materials. The Department of the Environment will use the equipment to determine the composition of single-use plastics and biodegradable products to enforce the environmental protection, pollution from plastics regulations.
While we have a long way to go with the implementation of the pollution from plastics regulation, having this equipment is one step closer. For more information on what's being done about biodegradables and ways you can help, visit our website at www.doe.gov.bz.
La formación del Centro Neurológico del Hospital Galenia es que esas enfermedades que son altamente complejas y que muchos de nuestros pacientes tenían que emigrar hacia otra parte de la República u otra parte de México ahora puedan ser atendidos aquí.
La atención quirúrgica en el centro neurológico se forma dentro de un grupo multidisciplinario que incluye tanto neurólogos, médicos internistas, ortopedistas, neurocirujanos, pediatras. Y este esfuerzo que se ha realizado para conjuntar todos los especialistas es para siempre brindar al paciente un abordaje multidisciplinario y transversal.
Evidentemente, mientras más rápido podamos llegar al diagnóstico de los pacientes, más rápido podemos tratarlos, resolverlos y por ende mejor resultado vamos a tener al final. Entonces creo que la prioridad y el fundamento principal de un proyecto como este es justamente eso, que no se pierda tiempo de forma innecesaria para poder al final del día llegar al mejor de los resultados con un tratamiento completo, integral y oportuno.
Y las visiones desde diferentes perspectivas nos permiten tener pues el mejor tratamiento y la mejor opción para el paciente.
Tenemos la capacidad técnica, operativa, profesional y la infraestructura de poder establecer una atención neurológica de alta calidad.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you've been waiting for. In this corner, we have the masters of limitless power and unbeatable connections. Pioneers of 4G LTE in Belize. It's the undefeated champion, Smart. And in the other corner, struggling to keep up, it's the other guy. Fight! Of getting blow after blow from a plan with the other guys? It's time to tap out and join the winning postpaid plan provider. Smart's postpaid plans are a total knockout to the competition, and they have once again powered up their postpaid plans. Sign up for one of Smart's boosted postpaid power plans today and experience the victory of superior service. Smart, bringing people together.
This morning at the Belize Institute of Management's conference room, a new grassroots movement made up of 14 standard bearers from across the country was introduced to Belizean voters. The group, called the Belizeans Justice Movement, is led by Orange Walk resident Friday Pfizer. During a press conference, Pfizer shared the story behind the movement, emphasizing that they don't see themselves as a third party, even though they're stepping into the political arena ahead of the next general elections.
It came about roughly since 2016. 2016, I decided to tour the entire country because knowledge is power, right? You need to know so that you can express and you can let people know what it is that is needed. And what I gathered, everybody, every district, every villages have their own little problem. But everybody cry for one thing, social justice. That is what is needed, right? And I did it because simply I just want to know my country. I want to know my people. And when you know someone, you get to find out what their needs are. And if you can help in any kind of way, personally, I can't. But with a group of men and women who are not politicians, who are servicemen and women, we can make the change.
I was raised in the country of Belize, so I consider myself as a Belizean. So I have a lot of friends and family throughout the country, so they do know who I am. I stick to my principle and I stick to what I believe in for our country. What I believe in this country is that we're lacking of a lot of things. And therefore, I was introduced into this group, hearing their mission, hearing their vision and all that, and it's in line of what I want to see the country to progress. I am from Corozal District. I've been helping with my community there, especially with the homeless. Homeless, they understand me and I help them out. Not only the homeless, but also for the less fortunate people.
Rudy Wade is throwing his hat in the ring for the Cayo Central constituency. As a former law enforcement officer, he's pinpointed several pressing social issues that need immediate attention, especially health care. Joining him in raising these concerns is Abner Bacab from San Pedro. Bacab, who was one of the 3 mayoral candidates in the March 6 municipal elections, is now running under the Melon banner this time around.
It's just that so sad that the media, they only see the two-party system. So when it comes to a movement, our third party per se, not much visibility, and highlights, But we see the need, and we see the direction that the country is going. Right, and it's not good. Starting from, poverty, starting with the healthcare system, starting with unemployment, starting with our security forces, right? Not good. And a thing that hits me is that the healthcare system in this country is really, really bad and it needs fixing. And we have good plans. We, the Belizean Justice Movement, have good plans, in carrying out that mission, right? And, the Belizean Justice Movement, right, is comprised of regular people, my brother, right? No attorneys, no man carrying a briefcase. We are not doctors, but we are grassroots, farmers, retirees, retired teacher.
Belize Justice Movement is here to promote justice. Justice comes in many ways: equality, improvement in healthcare, improvement in work, improvement in salaries, improving the lives of our Belizean people. One of the many reasons I decided to join the movement is because I'm involved in healthcare. I have an ambulance service in San Pedro. It's privately owned, yes, but remember, San Pedro is the ¡1 tourist destination in the whole country, Mr. Isan. You're well aware of it. San Pedro gives back to the government of Belize so much money, and we don't get it back, Mr. Isan. San Pedro doesn't even have a hospital.
Meet Leroy Lisby, another fresh face in politics hailing from the Cayo district. This former public officer is passionate about fair land distribution and boosting the agriculture sector. Here's what he had to say.
Yes, I decided to get into politics because I have seen a lot of the injustices occurring in the country of Belize. For instance, the unequal distribution of land that affects most of our citizens. We need to ensure that the land be distributed to the people that are in need, make land available for the landless. The farmers' roads are in deplorable conditions. We need to upgrade this so that the farmers have access to reach their farms and bring out their produce so that the prices of the vegetables or whatever they're producing be reduced. Another great issue that I see happening is that we need to revitalize the industry like the banana, citrus, and cane industries. Those are things that generate income for these countries, and they are just left aside. How can we become productive in that way in generating revenue? We need to improve in these sectors. All of these things affect Belize as a nation. And of course, I'm a retired public servant, like I said earlier. I have seen where they have put the public servants below other people.
The Ugundani dance group is putting on a variety show this Saturday at the Bliss. This vibrant collective has been dazzling audiences since the 80s and is still going strong nearly 40 years later. The goal of the show is to raise funds to help preserve Garifuna culture. Organizer Matthew Martinez has more details to share.
We named the show Ligemere Watu, Flame. And this will be held at the Bliss Institute on Saturday, November 16th at 7 p.m. And we would want to encourage and invite everybody to come in and share with us what we have to offer. We have traditional Garifuna music, dance, and singing. And likewise, we will be showcasing our children, Lirahia Ugundani. So we would want people to come in and support us, because the money that they would pay would go towards a worthy cause, towards preserving the traditional culture of Belize and to help the children with their with our education sessions every Saturday. And also the variety show will be featuring the National Dance Company, our sister company, Dee's Dance Studio, and the African Movements, and several other artists here in Belize City. So I would encourage everybody to please come out and share with us in this special time and moment.
And that's the news. Tonight's broadcast is available at channel5belize.com, on our Facebook and on YouTube. I'm Sabrina Daly. Thanks for joining us, and from all of us here at News 5, good night.